And my father used to bring me down here, and this whole place used to be nudie places. Peep shows, sex shops. They had a lot of those martial arts stores that would sell like weapons, katanas, nunchucks, things like that. We'd come down here. I don't know what would we do down here. I don't even remember eating down here or anything. But we'd come down here, and there was guys just dying to take pictures of you for money. So like picture, photo. My father said okay. My father was a little bit cheap. He was beyond frugal. But when we went down here, he realized it was an experience. So every once in a while, every couple of years, we'd come down here and take a picture on the street, and the guy would take a picture. But I have one at home, and this picture actually has nude dancing peep show right behind me and my father. So I don't know if my father realized it, or maybe we kind of grew numb because we lived here. And then when you get a little bit older, if you were a late teenager, early 20s, whatever, if you walk down here, there'd be guys standing at certain spots asking you if you wanted drugs.
No!
But they had their little nicknames. You want snow, blow, this, that. So that was interesting. And then late at night, you'd have the hookers.
Work it, baby.
Prostitutes and stuff, so. This place has changed. Now you get theaters and bright lights. And I mean, it was always bright lights on the main street, but this side avenue right here, going down, this whole block and the block behind me, which has been gone, now it's all commercial. This block was like the main block for shopping. So it's, look, you got I Love New York Gifts, a Duke store. B.B. King's has been there for a while. You know what I want to do? Liberty Diner, Dave & Buster's, that's new. What I want to do, let me go around. Madame Tussauds. Oh, this is Ripley's, actually. You can see because of the glare. I think it's Bumblebee. Believe it or not, Ripley's. I don't know if this was the main place before, but you can see. Ah, there goes Madame Tussauds right here. They got Slimer. There's a Ghostbuster motorcycle in the picture. Cool. They don't have so much in the window. And that sun glare is really killing me. That must be a wax. Ah, look at that. They have a Ghostbuster experience. That's pretty cool. Oh, I was kind of hoping to have more in the window to show you. But alright, let's see what they got over here. Okay, you got the big diner, you got your tourist places, you got your Applebee's, Exchange for people who want to swap money out, place that sells baseball caps, Cold Stone Creamery, that's new. Modell's, I think Modell's was always here. Dallas Barbecue, they make big things. Yankee Store. Alright, look at this, we got Regal Cinemas over here. And you can see, they got all the movies on the outside of the wall. Well, that's pretty cool. Tyler Perry, Trolls. Let's go to the big theater. And over here is an AMC theater. This theater, I think, was physically moved. I don't know how that's even possible.
What?
But I had heard something. I don't know if it was a theater or something on the corner. On the corner used to be a big open parking lot for cars. You go in there, you park your car. Western Hotel, Starbucks, Five Guys. Yeah. It's all new construction. Chevy's. Okay, what is this? Restaurant and bar. Senior Frogs, food, fun food and clothes. Probably out of business. Some of them are just so weird. I guess the owners are hoping that it sells. They make money, but they don't. Retail space available. That means that they're probably not doing too well. Or maybe they've already gone. There used to be a video game place over here. Arcade. Old school arcade. But instead of putting in 25 cents, each game was like $1, $1.50. It was really expensive, but it was one of the last arcades that you could go to. It was in one of these locations. It was right over here. But this subway spot right here, the office building and more subway stairs, that's new. There's Port Authority right there, right in the corner. Port Authority. There's a building there. There's another one with a little bridge that goes down there. So it's a 2-block radius. Port Authority is different than Grand Central. It's just as busy. I think Grand Central might be a little busier. Grand Central concentrates on trains. Metro North trains, Long Island Railroad trains, Amtrak, things like that. Port Authority is mainly for buses. You got Jersey Transit. You got buses like Greyhound. You have coach buses. They all pretty much go around the city, tri-state area kind of thing. Packed. So anyway, this building right here is on the spot of where there used to be an open parking lot. And they've been there for a few years now, but there wasn't there before. We had a lot of open parking lots in the city for years ago. They all pretty much demolished them, and they put buildings in that spot, which makes more sense. You build a building, you can get a lot more rent and this and that, and you can get more business. The parking lots were necessary. In a city this busy, we needed those spots. There's still a spot a little straight down. It's an internal one inside, but man, it's unfortunate. There you go. We got a 24-hour Dwayne Reed. That was pretty cool. I don't know this brand name, but it must make good money. It's right there, right in the corner. Typical of like where Starbucks usually go. There's an adult store right there. That World Center.
Baby.
Ooh. Show you something cool, actually. Cool for some people. Okay, if you look over there, actually that Microsoft store was new. Bank of America, Microsoft. There's a big building right there. It's like a gunmetal gray. New York Times. That's the New York Times building. That's new. That was also a parking lot there. The cool thing about that is that if you look on the outside, you'll see they have kind of like a metal mesh grating. There's like an outer skin to the building. That's on the front and on the side. The staircases over here, the escalators are open. But, let me go back a little bit. If you see the metal mesh, it stops a few floors above the street level. That metal used to go all the way down. Well, some guy, a young dude who was a climber, got on that one day and started climbing all the way up. Now, I don't remember what floor he made it to, but cops are looking at me. I'm not technically obstructing traffic, so I should be alright. But he climbed all the way up, and I don't know if he made it halfway or past that, but it was like designed and made for a climber. I don't know how strong the metal was, but it was strong enough for his body. Well, the cops eventually got him, and to avoid that from happening again in the future, they eliminated some of the metal bars, part of the grating. And as you can see, you can't get access to it from the street anymore. So that was kind of interesting. That was kind of cool. The building first goes up, and you got somebody climbing on it. And somebody just climbed on the Trump Tower, I think, a few months back. I mean, he's been trying to get on the, he's been trying to become the president. I forgot the word. Whatever. He wants to become the president, which probably is not going to happen. So most New Yorkers will probably be happy about that. But his building was climbed. I don't know if it was the same kid. Probably not. A lot of them are young that do it, which makes sense because you do need some stamina. So that's a cool little building. Again, that used to be another parking lot, and it was perfect. You know, you park your car, you go into Port Authority. Let's see what else is over here. As you can see, Port Authority is a big, huge block.
That's what she said. Michael.
1 block this way, 2 blocks that way. You got one of the few parking lots left in the city.
Aww.
This used to be Army and Navy. Oh, it still is. Kaufman's Army and Navy stores. That's cool. And then you got hibachi, Snowflake, Japanese. What's that, Baskin Robbins ice cream store? The Thingy, Burger King. It's a new face on that one. What else? Church, Holy Cross, 7-Eleven. Cool, quick story about this one. This is one of the early 7-Elevens in the city. We never had 7-Elevens like Target and Kmart. They weren't in the city years ago. So cool thing about this is that when the Simpsons cartoon movie came out in the theaters, as a promotion, you know how like they have Quickie Mart in the movie in the Simpsons TV series. Quickie Mart, owned and run by, was it Apu? It's been a while. They turned the 7-Elevens into Quickie Marts, and they labeled the stuff in the store. They had what's that? Krusty the Clown has a cereal, and then they have the beer, Duff beer. So they changed a lot of the stuff in here, according to the stuff that had in the Simpsons series. So that was pretty cool. I never went in the store at the time, but it was a good promotion kind of thing. So now we have a whole bunch of 7-Elevens and Targets and Walmarts, but 7-Eleven, they're pretty cool. Open 24 hours, and you can get some decent coffee, much cheaper, way cheaper than Starbucks, much cheaper than Dunkin' Donuts. As I said, the world runs on Dunkin', which is funny. See, more banks, fucking bank on every corner. It used to be Starbucks on every corner. Nowadays, there are the banks. Who else is going to be able to pay the rent? A bank. Playwright Horizons. That's a theater group. Theater Row Diner. That's one thing I do miss. We used to have a lot of diners down in the city. Most of them are gone. The ones that are left are small little places. There was this one diner that was made out of like a big trailer. I'm not sure what we can call it. An old trailer back in the days. Big silver slipstream looking traveling trailers. But a big version of it. Can't remember the name. But most of them are gone, so it's rare to see a diner still. So that was the busiest part of Times Square.